Hey, howdy, hey, it's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm afraid not.
Dr. Gary Layne with us from Functional Christianity. The reason why Dan said that is before we went live, Gary was humoring us with his stand-up, telling us string jokes. So if you're in the need or if you want to be in the know of string jokes, we'll give you a website you can go to, drgarylane.com.
Yeah, no, don't go there.
Is there a drgarylane.com?
Not for me. No, I don't. No, I don't promote that much.
There should be. Don't you think so, Dan?
I think so. Yeah, you can learn how to tell great jokes and do all kinds of things like that.
Maybe I'll just get a TikTok channel going, and I'll just do
the TikTok.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
Hey, Gary,
geriatric jokes.
you and Allison now have been married what, 2 years or 3 years?
Oh my goodness! In April it'll be 3 years.
Wow. Now, do you tell jokes to her and she rolls her eyes, or does she laugh at everything you say?
Oh, she laughs at everything I says because she thinks I'm a joke. So.
In the best sense of the word, though, right?
No, she's beautiful. She loves me, and she really is. She is my biggest fan, and she is very much an encourager for me. And she kind of looks at me funny with some of the bad jokes, but I usually save all the dad jokes for my kids and grandkids. You know, they don't. That's where you save them for.
Yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think my kids expect them. I mean, if I didn't do that, they would check my pulse to see if I was dead.
Yeah. I think becoming a grandfather does the same thing. Our grandson stayed over for a couple of days and was like, "Ooh, I got to bone up on all my really bad dad jokes to get my, what weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks?" And
I don't know what. Tell me, help me. Which one?
Yeah. I think they weigh the same.
Pound,
they both weigh a pound, but
No wonder I failed that question on every test I ever took.
There you go.
It was a trick question, like all math teachers. They give trick questions.
Yeah, but it is funny because you ask them things like, "Would you rather have?" I think I asked him if he would rather have a gallon of milk or a half a gallon of money, and he said a gallon of milk. And so I was like, I don't know why, but just if you ask them weird questions, give them things that don't really match up. It's interesting how their brains think.
Well, I'm looking forward to being a grandfather. Dan now has Thatch is over a year old now. So
no, he's 7 months. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a year old.
No, he's 7 months, and he's experiencing his first trip to Disney as we speak, and apparently having a great time. So, yeah.
Well, Disney with a baby is more about what are the endurance of the parents? How long can they last?
Yeah, you're right, because the baby will just fall asleep in the stroller. But the parents last. Yeah,
it's more about the kids.
I find that also with older folks like seniors, and I've told my kids, when I'm old and you want to go to Disney World, don't take me with you. Don't push me around in a wheelchair thinking, "Oh, we'd love to have grandpa with us. Leave me at home."
But they want one of those automated chairs.
The wheelchair.
Yeah.
What's that?
They want you there because of the wheelchair, because you get to go to the front of the line. The problem is half the people there are in wheelchairs, and so you're at the back of the
so they can get to the front of the line. Yeah.
See, that makes sense now. I didn't even put that together. I thought, oh, let's bring him along. He'll have a good time. It'll be outside.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you whatsoever.
Yeah. In fact, if you want to witness a miracle, go on a flight. And what happens is about 50% of the people need wheelchairs to get to the plane. But when they land, they can all walk off. It's a miracle.
Hey, that should be an airline's name, right? Miracle Airlines.
Miracle Air. That's right, man. You need a wheelchair to get on the plane, but man, when that thing lands, step out of the way because they are coming through.
Love that. Dr. Gary Layne with us, Functional Christianity. All right, tell us what's new. Dan and I want to know what's going on. What are you up to?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of weddings lately. I'm becoming known as the wedding officiant, and I'm probably doing about 3 weddings a month now. For some people I do know, some people I don't know that are calling me and
Are you
getting
singing as
recommendations.
well, or are you just performing the wedding ceremony?
I'm not getting married. I'm just doing the ceremony part, you know.
No, he said
Yes,
But
singer.
are
we're
you
gathered here
singing? Are
today
you
in
the
the sight
wedding
of
singer?
God. No,
I gotcha. Okay.
I had someone call me and say, like, we want to hear what you sound like because we don't want a whiny minister. And I
A
was like,
wine minister.
okay, that sounds good.
So
Does a
did
whiny
Do
minister
you
say it's
take
cold in here?
her?
I don't know. I was tempted to hold my nose and go, I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
that would have been funny. That would have been funny.
So I've been doing a lot of weddings. I've been doing a
Yes.
lot of premarital counseling, which I really love to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like watching the future unfold in front of your eyes, where these young couples, mostly young couples, are getting married, and they're wide-eyed and they're in love. So it doesn't really matter if he does this or she does that. You know, it's okay. And I'm like, it's not okay, because in 7 years you're gonna go like, why do you do that? I hate you.
Right.
So, you know, I love doing the premarital counseling. I'm doing some counseling for some couples that are both been widowed and now are looking to get married. That's way cool. And having walked through that myself, having been a widower and marrying a widow, and the blending of families. So there's some lot of exciting things in the relationship world, because I think in general the world has gone crazy. Maybe that's just because I'm older now, but it's kind of gone off the rails in some way. So people are looking now, maybe COVID has a lot to do with it, but people are now looking for, I need some authentic relationships. I need to be heard and understood. I need to know that somebody values me. And so a lot of relationships, so a lot of weddings. I'm going back to Greece to work with refugees for another month in April, May. So you can pray for us during that time. We're going to head over there and work with the refugees. Are all right. This is probably illegal to say or something, but there's a lot of non-Christian, not faith-based refugees from, say, like Syria and other types of those countries, and they have a different God. And it's fascinating. But what's happening is the refugees are going, hey, my God has not come through for me. And so now this ministry has the ability to go in and say, hey, we're here. If you'd like some coffee, if you'd like to play cards or dominoes, we'll talk, and we're going to sing a couple songs about our God, and we'll let you know like what he's like. And people are very interested. So other religion people are coming to Christ every week. And it's amazing. They're experiencing persecution when they go back into the camp by their fellow former members of that religion. They're being, I'm witness one guy got beat up while I was there last year. And so I'm really looking forward to pouring into their lives and into their hearts, because people are getting saved. They're coming out of their religion saying, it's failed me. What have you got? And again, this is the first time they get to hear it outside of their closed country. So God is just working like he's working fast and hard over there. So I love it. So I'm going back there, spend some time there.
Awesome. Any other trips you got planned? Because you're always traveling somewhere, and you were in Greece last year. You going to anywhere in the Eastern Europe area?
So there's a group that wants me to take them on a spiritual pilgrimage to Italy, to Rome, some of the footsteps of Paul. Cool. And so we're working on plans for that. We don't have the quite dates yet. We've been working with the tour people to get the hotels and everything. We want to take 25, 30 people to Italy. We want to do some sightseeing, some footsteps of Paul, but then also sort of like a pilgrimage, a spiritual awakening time. And then we still are trying to get back into Israel. You can get there, but not where I want to go. It's kind of closed where I want to go. I want to get into Bethlehem, and I want to spend some time in the West Bank, learning about the culture of the Palestinians. And then, of course, see all the famous sites around the Sea of Galilee and Jerusalem, and then reconnect that with some couples. So I'm looking to take 10 couples to Israel. So those are the 2 trips coming up. Don't have the dates yet because it's, the world's a little
Crazy.
unrestful night now.
Yeah, right. That would be really cool, though. Those both would be fun trips.
Yeah.
They're on my website under functionalchristianity.com. I have a tab called Trips. And if you go to the Trips one, there's 2 outlined there. We still don't have the dates, but working on it. It's getting there.
Well, I remember we're talking with Dr. Gary Layne, Functional Christianity. We talked to you last time you were in Greece. Maybe we could pull that off again, because I think that went well.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I'll try to get. I think we've just helped them get open a new center. They can house, I think, maybe 45, 50 last time. Now we're talking 400. So I'm hoping their internet is better, and so we'll actually maybe do something live from the campus where the refugees are. We'll introduce you to a couple of non-Christian refugees who are seeking asylum and Jesus. So that'd be fun. Yeah,
that would be really cool.
We'd love that. So let us know, and we'll put you on the calendar.
We'll do that.
There.
It's going to be April, May timeframe. The next 2 Sundays, I'll be speaking at Sandy Springs Community Church, 5 p.m. I think their website is sandyspringscommunitychurch.com or .org, or they're on Facebook, or you can find our Facebook or my Facebook, and I'll post links to that. But I'll be speaking there the next 2 Sundays. And the first one's going to be really interesting because I'm speaking on the topic of peace and what that really means. And then I think the second one is patience, which is, I don't have patience for that lesson, but we'll figure it out.
I don't either. I'm not waiting for that one.
Yeah. Well, you're a doctor. You should have patience, shouldn't you?
I do. I have several patients. I have quite a few counselees right now. Yep.
There you go. Dr. Gary Layne, Functional Christianity, functionalchristianity.com. Hey, let's take a break. Doc, we'll talk to you in a few months, and we'll see what's going on. Give our love to Allison. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.